Thank you. Anish and Seanad Tim Lombard.
Thank you, Chair. Senator, I'd like to move my commencement debate regarding the affordable housing in Kinsale, if I possibly could. Minister, Kinsale is a wonderful part of the world. It's been blessed in many ways by history and geography. It's the second biggest town in Cork South West, and the population in Kinsale between the last two censuses has increased by 13.6% compared to an average of 8.1 nationally. And the population in Kinsale now is touching on nearly 6,000 people, so it's quite a significant town when you look at the size of West Cork in particular. Minister, the need for affordable housing scheme is very much required because Kinsale, unfortunately, at the moment is probably the highest location in Munster when it comes to property prices. It is a premium location. We have a great demand for property, and the need for affordable housing scheme to be put in place to actually benefit the people of Kinsale and surrounding areas is very much required, because affordable housing in Kinsale just does not exist. Like, we have sites being sold in Kinsale literally for €500,000 to knock a house to rebuild another house. And that's happening on a continuous basis throughout the Kinsale hinterland because of the location it is. And it is in a very, very unique and beautiful location. And the site I'm talking about this morning, Minister, was bought in 2001. It's a site where we built a complex called Salia, where there's a community complex there. And we've seen a development of a social housing development. There are 40 houses in the last few years. But the majority of the site hasn't been developed since 2001. And this really is a significant site in the heart of town, and it has the potential to deliver over 112 units of affordable housing for the people of Kinsale and the surrounding area. And I think the scheme is very much needed, and it's very much wanted within the location, but we need to have movement on that actual proposal. So, Minister, what I'm trying to get to the bottom of this morning is regarding timelines of when we're going to have this actual housing development built. How many houses are going to be a part of it? And of course, the big issue in town is always what's going to be the projected cost, or how can we evaluate the projected cost? And I think, we have significant schemes put in place through Rebuilding Ireland, shared ownership. We've changed the entire model of how you actually can purchase a house over the last few years. And I hope all those schemes can be used when you look at this development of 100 and plus houses for the Kinsale area. So when you look at developments within Cork County itself, this is the premier location regarding trying to get an affordable housing scheme up and rolling. And it really is the gap in the market. I think we have, in many ways, seen a roll of social housing across the entire county in locations from Bandon to Clon, all down to Bantry. But the lack of an affordable housing scheme of this nature and this size is very much obvious. So we need to move forward with this proposal we possibly can. And what clarity you can give here this morning will be a great benefit for the people of Kinsale regarding when the potential of these houses can be made available. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you, Senator Anish. And Tara?
Thank you, Caroline. And could I just clarify with the Senator that the site that you're referring to in relation to 112 affordable purchase homes, it also referred to as the Camogue? Thank you, because I just was afraid we might be talking about two different places, and I wouldn't like that. Thank you. Thank you, Senator Lombard. I am happy to update the House on this matter, noting, of course, that in line with the Affordable Housing Act, responsibility for the administration of affordable housing, of course, rests with the local authority concerned, in this case Cork County Council. Kinsale is an absolutely beautiful place, but it's not just a place for people who could afford very expensive sites or very expensive houses. Ireland is for everybody. Kinsale is certainly for everybody, and it's very important that there's affordable housing there, that everybody can enjoy living in Kinsale as much as anywhere else. The Housing for All strategy is delivering on the programme for a government commitment to step up housing supply and to put home ownership and affordability right at the heart of the housing system. The overall ambition is to increase the supply of housing by delivering 300,000 homes for social, affordable and cost rental, private and private ownership housing purposes over the 9-year period of the plan. 54,000 affordable homes will be delivered between now and 2030 to be facilitated by local authorities, approved housing bodies, the Land Development Agency, and through a strategic partnership between the state and retail banks. Funding is made available to government to assist local authorities in the delivery of affordable housing for purchase and rent through the Affordable Housing Fund and the Cost Rental Equity Loan. The target specifically for Cork County Council for the delivery of affordable housing from 2022 to 2026 is 189 affordable purchase and cost rental units, homes in the 5-year period to 2026. Cork County has shown a commitment to affordable housing delivery and already has an affordable housing delivery programme in place which I believe will see it meet and exceed its Housing for All target. Its Housing Delivery Action Plan published on the official website, identified a new housing need with affordability constraint of 7.2% of new households across the county and outlined its proposals to deliver 682 affordable dwellings by 2026. Funding approval is in place under the Affordable Housing Fund to assist with the development cost of 649 affordable homes. They will be predominantly affordable purchase homes, with some 111 cost rental homes also being included. Implementation of the delivery programme is advancing well, although the Senator will understand that better than I, and Cork County has already successfully delivered the first phase of homes for affordable purchase at Clonmore in Mallow, and is currently advertising further affordable purchase opportunities at Water's Edge, Carrigaline and Clunord in Cove. Specifically with respect to the development at Camogue in Kinsale, the position is that this is a mixed tenure scheme of social and affordable houses proposed by Cork County Council as part of a bundle of schemes being procured collectively at various locations within the county. The Camogue and Kinsale component involves the delivery of 112 affordable purchase homes in 3 phases during 2025 and 2026. My understanding, and what I am told by the department, is that Cork County Council has appointed a construction design team earlier this year, and they will be responsible for undertaking the design process and completing the Part 8 planning approval process. Cork County Council has confirmed that the project is progressing broadly in line with target, and the first phase of affordable homes at this location in Kinsale are expected to be advertised to affordable housing applicants in Q4 of 2024, so this time next year. The Department of Housing will continue to liaise with Cork County Council in relation to this affordable housing scheme at Kinsale and the local authority's overall affordability programme. Given the profile of the county, it's also anticipated that the Croí Cónaithe Towns Fund, which includes funding for the vacant property refurbishment grant, which is a huge opportunity for anybody, and the Ready to Build scheme will also prove valuable in addressing overall affordability needs in County Cork. It's worth noting now that the First Home scheme is also available to affordable housing candidates nationwide, and my understanding is it's had significant early signs of take-up in Cork. As I've outlined, we are making progress on delivering social and affordable housing targets. As you say, it is a gap and has been a gap, and it is important that the government delivers on that with the county councils.
Margaret, and before I call on Senator Lumber, just to welcome the students and teachers from Rockbrook Park School in South Dublin. I met you earlier. You're very welcome to the Leinster House today. Thank you for being here. And Tara? Oh, sorry, Senator Lumber, my apologies, Governor Eskin.
Thank you, Chair. Minister, thank you very much for a very comprehensive response into the housing scheme in Kinsale. And I think the information that I was looking for is in the last paragraph, where we're going to have the affordable housing scheme that is going to be advertised by Q4 2024. I think literally in a year's time we'll have the first phase of that scheme go forward, which is really positive news for the people of Kinsale. We've been talking and debating and trying to get this scheme over the line for many years. Like, this site was originally bought in 2001. I know there's been development of a community complex and a social housing development on it since then, but now to have the news that we'll be advertising for expression of interest for some of these properties by the fourth quarter 2024 is exactly what I wanted to hear. It's very important we stick to those timelines. I think people in Kinsale have been watching for these houses for an awful long time, and with the first phase delivered, then we can run through the other 2 phases, which are really valuable. So thank you, Minister, for the update, and thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Senator. And Tara?
Thank you, Senator, and I look forward to seeing the development of that and seeing the advertised, as you say, this time next year, and I think we will both keep an eye to make sure that the timeline is met. I look forward as well to visiting West Cork and to seeing with you the opportunities that may be there for the vacant property refurbishment grant, how credit unions, as Minister for Credit Unions, how credit unions can assist with that, perhaps in Skibbereen and different places, to be able to support people getting a grant, knowing that they're engaging in this work, and how bridging finance may be able to be provided, as we discussed in the Finance Bill yesterday, how important it is that finance is easily accessible and quickly accessible. We have made provision for bridging finance, for very cheap bridging finance to be available to credit unions for retrofits, for upgrades. People want to invest in their homes. They want to be able to have access to finance. I think the credit unions can do a huge amount on that. I look forward to visiting credit unions in your area to see how best that can be delivered for the people in your community in West Cork, and indeed to look at how the financing of the transition of the vacant property refurbishment grant can also be financed and supported through the credit union movement as appropriate.
So we stand suspended until 11:30 a.m.